What is it about the London trips for health checkups? What's going on? And if you also recall, about 21 billion, right? 21 billion naira was used to renovate. Oh Lord, the Villa Clinic. Is it a clinic or is it a hospital now? I don't even know which one they call it. But anyways, we'll find all of that out during the 9 o'clock hour. The appalling state of our health sector in this country is worrisome, right? And as it seems, it doesn't only touch on the rich, the poor, okay, there's no medium. You're either rich or you're poor. Okay. So everybody now is feeling the brunt of it. And everybody or the ones who have the means and they're traveling outside the country and all of that, how much of assurance do you have that indeed you will survive? I'm just saying, I'm not preaching death. Please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that the time you would have used to prep yourself, to fly yourself outside the shores of Nigeria, if you only made it possible, having been in that office that necessitates good health care, we would have solved the problem. That's for the 9 o'clock hour. 10 o'clock hour, general open banter. What do you miss about? I'll stop there. At 11 o'clock, yes, we'll look into Abuja today. And the 12 o'clock hour, it will be time for Today in 60 Seconds. And as you well know, we take you around the world in 60 seconds right here on this particular dial, right? So you best don't want to miss that one too as well. Oh, Nigerian marketers are reducing fuel prices as all governments are shutting down the economy in honor of Buhari. Oh, okay. Alrighty. That's something, right? Okay. Let's jump into it already. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will today in Daura, Katsina State, receive the body of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Vice President Kashim Shettima and family members are expected to fly the body to the Katsina airport in the Katsina capital at noon, from where it will be taken by chopper to Daura. Now, let's also let me in on the fact that the chairman of Bari Local Council and the chairman of the Conference of 57 Chairmen in Lagos State, Kolade Alabi, has hailed Lagosians and the people of Bariga for turning out massively to vote for the All Progressives APC. Now, speaking on the outcome of the local government elections, Alabi said the voters' overwhelming support for his party was a reflection of the party's strong grassroots presence. I see. President Bola Tinubu has approved the establishment of an inter-ministerial committee to manage the planning and organization of a state burial for former President Muhammadu Buhari, who died on Sunday. The committee came on a day the federal government declared today public holidays in honor of the late former president. His soul rest in peace. Until the United States of America has warned Nigerians about overstaying the authorized period granted in their visa, saying that such a violation will result in deportation and a probable permanent travel ban. The U.S. mission in Nigeria now announced this on Monday in a post on its X handle. Suspected gunman Sunday night reportedly killed the Community Development Committee CDC chairman of Igbomotoru 1 community in southern Ijole local government area, Bayelsa State. Now, it was gathered that the CDC chairman, identified as Good News Manash, was ambushed at the back of the community school compound while on his way to a relative's house. Vice President Kashim Shettima on Monday paid a visit to Aisha Buhari, the widow of late former President Muhammadu Buhari, in London. She's still in London. The Vice President, who led a Nigerian government delegation to bring back Buhari's remains, also met the late President's children. Okay, that's something. I guess she should be back by now. But the lawmakers representing Kogi Central, Senator Natasha Akoti-Uduaghan, has dismissed the appeal filed by Senate President Godswill Akpabio seeking to overturn a federal high court ruling that ordered her reinstatement to the Senate. Now, Akpabio, through his legal team, approached the court of appeal in Abuja to challenge the July 4 judgments delivered by Justice Binta Nyako, which nullified Akpoti Uduaghan's 6-month suspension from the Red Chamber. Okay. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke on Monday took a swipe at the interim National Secretary of the African Democratic Congress ADC, Rauf Aregbesola, saying the former governor left huge debt for his predecessors in office. Aregbesola, who was governor between November 27, 2010 and November 27, 2018, had enjoyed a cordial public relationship with Adeleke since the latter became governor in November of 2022. When the interests don't align, friendship gets sour. Okay. The coalition of opposition politicians in Kaduna State, alongside stakeholders of the African Democratic Congress ADC on Monday, declared a sweeping move to dislodge the ruling All Progressives Congress APC and Governor Uba Sani in the 2027 elections. At a press briefing in Kaduna, the leaders, drawn from former members of the APC, People's Democratic Party, the Labour Party, they vowed to build a formidable political force that would unify citizens. Alrighty, let's now take a swipe and look into the front page of Nigerian newspapers. But just before we do so, let me hand down the numbers for you. 0907 353 0044. Taking it again. 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. As you put a call through, as you send a voice note through, as you also send your WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp portal number, please kindly keep it short and simple. Okay, now let's get into the front page already and see for ourselves what exactly is going on. Okay, with the Daily Trust newspaper this morning now, the big story, Daura set for Buhari's burial as Nigeria mourns. Okay, it's continued on page 3 and 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Above that big story now, and this one you find on page 11, it says how Lagos local government poll was won and lost. Okay, this one to page 28, 4 killed, many injured in Kano building collapse. We're still having that? Thought that was a thing of the past. But then, here we are. Page 33 here, this one says, succession move begins after Awujale's burial. Alrighty. I see this one here, and it sees me too. Residents flee as bandits attack Niger communities. Kill 6, abduct over 20. Page 25. Abduct over 20. What routes do these people follow? Yes, they're invisible. But let's go to the Nation newspaper now. The big story on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Tinubu, African leaders for Daura to attend Buhari's burial. That story continues on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. It's got one writer to it. Body arrives Katsina at noon for 2 p.m. funeral. Okay, just above that big story, but underneath the Nation newspaper banner now, you'd find this one on page 25, and it says, probe of Obaseki will distract you. Wike tells Edo Governor Okpebolo. Okay, and just above the Nation newspaper banner now, the heights, the peak, the apogee, the top of it, the zenith of it now, plots to unseat Osun Governor Adeleke knocks Aregbesola. Page 29. And to page 28, minus 1 from 9, and you get 8. Page 28, Wadada Ume Fadonsi, 7 other senators set to change parties. I see. Okay, so we see this one here, and it sees us to Governors Osibajo, Dangote, Hana, Awujale. That story is continued on pages That will be pages 3 and 4, right? I still got sharp eyes. And then we go to this one at the base, page 25. Hits the ground running. Ayedatiwa urges new Ondo State Exco members. And away from that one now, let's get to the Vanguard newspaper. Just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now, at the top of it you find Dangote plans seaport to enhance export of fertilizers, others, and you'd find that one on page 19. And the big story here now, Buhari is the kicker. Tinubu sets up 9-man committee. Burial holds today. Alrighty, page 5, you'd find that one. And you see this one, you see the image of the Vice President Shatima right there consoling, Buhari's family. You see those covering their eyes in tears, not in shame, but in tears right there. Oh, I see somebody holding their hands together, more like, oh, good Lord, how do you take him? Such a man. Anyways, I see this one here on page 9. Why I support ADC's coalition, but remain in PDP. Lamido is saying. And then this one here, page 7, more tributes as Awujale is buried in Ijebuode. Right, and I see this one, visa overstay, that's the kicker. U.S. threatens Nigerians with deportation, permanent travel ban. Page 8, you'd find. And that will be all for the Vanguard newspaper. Okay, so we go to the This Day newspaper for today, in the 15th day in the month of July of 2025. According to Bloomberg, Dangote sets to build seaport in next phase of business expansion. Page 5. All right, this one here, Maman Daura, family members. How former president spent his last hours. That story is continued on page 9 of the This Day newspaper. To the big story now, Tinubu leads delegation to burial of Buhari to receive remains at Katsina airports today. A couple of riders follow, and here they are. The first one, Constitute State Burial Committee, orders 25 FEC members to Daura, orders them. And second rider, ex-president corpses movement delayed by documentation. And the third rider, federal government reschedules FEC session to honor late leader, declares today public holidays. All right, and see this one here, the last rider to that big story now. It says Jonathan Akufo-Addo visit vice president in London, pay tribute to Buhari. All right, 1 minute is here, another minute is there. What exactly is going on? But anyways, though, I see this one here, Shatima's condolence visit to Maman Daura in London. Okay, you'd find that one continued on pages 28, 26, 27, 28, and 30. Such a big story if you ask me now. Okay, that would be all with the This Day newspaper. So we go to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper now, and for the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, this one says, all set for Buhari's burial. Tinubu to receive body in Katsina. All right, this one says, body to arrive by noon. Interment set for 2 p.m. today. Federal government declares public holidays. Condolence registers to be opened in MDAs, ICC, Nigerian embassies, missions abroad. NAS suspends legislative activities for 1 week. Page 4, it's got that story. To page 15 now, the Patriots shifts constitutional summit to Wednesday to honor Buhari Abujale. All right, I see a lot of honoring now. Add 1 to 15, you get 16, and that brings us to this very, very headline. Adeleke to Aregbesola. Oshun people have not forgotten your records as governor. All right, that's for the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. So we go to the Guardian newspaper. Pay TV struggles as more Nigerians opt for mobile streaming services. Page 6. Pay TV struggles as more Nigerians opt for mobile streaming services. Page 6, you'd find that one right there. Is this the beginning of the end of the DSTV multi-choice now? I don't know. They've been in a brawl with the federal government, and I don't know. Are they going to win this time? You just never know. All right, but we go see this one on page 30. Gunmen kill 2 evangelists in fresh Plateau attack. Page 30. Page 3 here now. Akpabio appeals against court order for Natasha's recall. And I take you to page 13. Oh, page 18, I beg your pardon, the sharp eyes working. This one here says, calls for metering deregulation intensify as experts warn of widening gap. So we see this one here, Buhari gets state's funeral as critics fault National Assembly's week-long tribute. Page 6. And this one, Osibajo, Dangote, Abiodun, others bid Awujale farewell. Page 2. And to this one here, page 3, add 1 to 2, you get 3. U.S. threatens visa validity defaulters with deportation lifetime ban. This one here says Buhari represented unity, equity, but was misunderstood. Oh, we see. Page 4, you see that one though. Yeah, he was misunderstood. It is sad. Right here on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. So I take you to page 3 now. -1 from 4, you get 3. Tight security in Daura as Katsina awaits Buhari's remains. And we see this one here on page 30, and it sees me too. Over 2 million Abuja indigenous people risk extinction. CSO tells the United Nations. Okay. So I take you to the Punch newspaper now, and this is going to be the last daily we'll look into just before we get to hear from you. The Punch newspaper, just to the side of the Punch newspaper, banner now. Natasha fires back at Akpabio over reinstatement challenge. Page 30, you'd find the story. Okay, the big story here now. Daura Kingsmen associates reflect on Buhari's final moments, final months, I beg your pardon. Page 2, you'd find that one. And it's got some writers following. State's burial begins in Abuja today. Interment to follow in Katsina. Another writer, I was hospitalized in same London facility as Buhari. Abdul Salami Abubakar is saying that. Third writer, Jonathan visits Aisha in London as Amosun Lawan. Others arrived around. And fourth writer, Tinubu appoints Akume Ribadu, others to burial committee. And the last writer for that story, federal government's delegation visits Aisha Mamandaura Abdul Salami in London. Okay, so Naira rebounds. Naira rebounds to 4 months high trades, 1,518 Naira to a dollar, I believe. And you see this one on page 25. Ogun workers begin strike over 82 billion Naira pension arrears. Page 20, it's got that one. And to page 29 now, 2027 is the kicker. And it says, Adeleke attacks Aregbesola over plan to oust governor. All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yudi.
Good morning to you, please.
This is the Godon of Apple.
Sorry?
The Godon from Apple.
Okay. Go ahead.
You see, Nigeria, because sometimes Hello?
Okay, I can barely hear you. I think the network is really bad, all right? And the essence is that communication will be understood from the encoder and the decoder, but that's not happening on here. But anyways, try again, call me back. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, Moses.
I don't know why holiday was not given to you.
Moses, we are essential workers. Right.
Thank you, God bless you.
Appreciate Moses.
Bandit attacked Niger community again. I think these people can be done regarded to this issue of these bandits. These people, they have spread all over. Yeah, the DSS and the security agents will begin to do proper investigation to make sure that these people are fished out, that sponsors are fished out, and not only fishing out, they should be prosecuted. Plateau, the same thing again. 2 killed by gunmen. Well, we pray that God give our security able capacity to overcome this challenges. And another thing again, U.S. warned Nigeria that it may lead to deportation or ban. Well, just as you rightly said, if our politicians will keep this country fit. I remember this year when Nigeria was in a good time, our booming oil industry. You see very nice coming here. We that time I still recall some white men teachers. I still remember we have some Indians in Nigeria who are teachers in our own country here. Ghanaians come to Nigeria here because we have good economy. So what is happening? So the missing corruption led to that. So notwithstanding, the government should do something to make sure that they fix this country. That is mineral resources,
Right.
which God has given unto us, to our children, that they can fix. But just only one person loot this money. This corruption is always our challenge.
Honestly.
God bless.
Appreciate that one from you, Moses. Corruption is usually and most definitely and always our challenge, he says. Hello, good morning.
Hello, you.
Yes,
good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
All right, this is the governor calling back.
Well, welcome back.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. 21 billion naira used to revamp Aswa Rock Hospital.
Yes.
And yet they fly to London for medical checkup. That is crazy. You see, any Nigerian youth that is clamoring for this coalition, I pity that youth. Because these old people, right, they have finished us in this country. We should come together as youth. Once you are above 60 years, go and rest. Go and rest. Let's give because the more we are brewing old wine in new bottle, it will not work. It will not work. Let's allow these old people to rest. Let's put them their political ambition. Let's put it to rest. Somebody will come out and be clamoring for coalition. Coalition for what? What are they coaliting? Let them go and rest. Let's give young people. Let's the youth. Let us come out. You see, their idea, all their ideas is outdated. Just like our refineries in Port Harcourt, Warri, they are outdated facilities. The same thing with their brain. Their brain is outdated. They will go to London. At the end of the day, they will die there. They will still use our money to repatriate their remains to our Nigeria. And they expect us to mourn. Mourn what? Please, let our youth, let us come together, please. Let's come. This coalition is nonsense to us. We don't need it. We don't need it.
All right,
So,
thank you. Appreciate
thank you.
it. Okay, says this coalition is nonsense to us. That's a hot blood speaking right there. But is that really what we need? Can the youths indeed throttle this country? I mean, it's just been the question. Not just my mind, on the minds of quite a number of Nigerians. But then again, some points he made. Hello, good morning.
Barrister.
Hello, Obasanjo. Good
morning, Barrister.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barrister.
Yes.
Thank you. It's a Senator Obasanjo calling you all the way from Niger.
Welcome, Obasanjo.
Thank you. Abuja, good morning. Nigerians, good morning. The burial of the ex-president is today. I pray may his soul rest in peace. Why? Because that is the duty of God allowed us to. No matter what that person did, you send that condolence visit to, or condolence prayers to that person. But the remaining is the pains that from his leadership, he was loved by Nigerians most. He was loved by poor Nigerians, not the rich Nigerians, the poor Nigerians. So anybody that will take the lessons as a rich person, whether you are a military personnel as a big person, you are a police personnel as a big person, a DSS a big person, take this advantage of learning. You are all seeing it in your Facebooks, what the poor masses are saying in this regarding the death of Mr. President. If you are there for not maintaining your leadership as God has ordained you as a president, as a chief of army staff, as a chief of defense staff, as a inspector general of police, the DSS, and the other paramilitary, if you are not there to serve your people according to what the Lord said, You're on your own. No, why? Because it's the same thing. The former late chief of army staff that died in the plane crash. Every Nigerian cried. Why? Because they were seeing it is a best man to lead the country, to lead the security business. All of us, we were not, whether we know him, whether we don't even know him, but we were seeing what he was trying to do. But what Mr. Ex-President did to Nigerians, I am telling you, the poor, if you go to the street, take your book, take your record, and go to the street, I am telling you, it's not a good thing that poor Nigerians are saying, day in, day out. So, Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do your own. No. Why? Because you can see even in the echo of the poor people, I even replied to you. The oil subsidy that you removed from the poor people, they are not praying good prayers to you. Thank you.
They're not praying good prayers to you, but is it the prayers that the president needs? Hey, we need action. That's what we need, actually. But anyways, Ambassador, just some talk right there, and hold some thoughts too as well. Anyways, let's just head out now, pay some bills. We will be right back. Don't go away.
Offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3. Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater estate and plots in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meter for just 700k when you make an outright payment. That's a whopping 81% discount, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now, with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja Home on 0808 883 7426, 0808 883 7426, or 0808 272 3824, 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. This opportunity is also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
For advert placement and program sponsorship on Eagles 102.3 FM, please call 080-5919-8658. That is 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. Again, 081-5791-7278.
Please listen to this announcement. A prestigious spa and salon needs the following: a therapist, a nail technician, and a hair stylist. Interested applicants should send their CV via WhatsApp to 081-579-17278. That is 081-579-17278. Thank you.
Abuja! Something big is coming to the capital. Yankee Entertainment presents Joe Boy live in Abuja. Come vibe to live performance by Joe Boy. Joe Boy is coming with some friends. Date Friday, 25th July 2025. Venue Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Time red carpet 5 p.m. Main event 6 p.m. Get your tickets now. Early bird regular 15,000 naira. Early bird VIP 30,000 naira. Regular 25,000 naira. VIP 45,000 naira. Tables gold 2 million naira. Platinum 4 million naira. Get your tickets now on www.apitix.com. Call 0702 536 4691. Follow at Malam Yankee for updates. Joe Boy live in Abuja, supported by Hennessy, Z Cotton, Kairos Hoff Energy, Powerhouse, Transcorp Hilton, Tokyo Nightlife, and Eagles FM.
is enough for the wise now. So, hey, some advice Nigerians are given. If you are in a position, whatever it is, the position is, and if there is a duty, a task, a responsibility that has been constitutionally provided, as well as having the people's backing and mandate, do the needful. Do the needful. Do the needful. Hello, good morning.
Hi,
Good morning. Good morning to you, BB.
You can see how people happy with your call when anytime you call your voice out. My name is BB Blessing.
BB,
what does that?
Talk to me.
You see, anything what you are doing, do it well.
Right.
Because voice is speak. Children when they inside womb, that they see. The death of our president now we supposed to talk now we go talk until the burial. I think this time around we're supposed to name our president a Christian because he died as a Christian and he died on Sunday. We're supposed to name them because God make a be like that. God make a be die on Friday.
Oh, BB, we just lost that call from your connection though. You might as well want to do well to call us back. Let's see how we take one more call and then we will call it. Okay, let's just go. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning, my brother. You know, Kwana Antashilapia.
Hello,
Sanufa, this is King Kennedy calling from Carol.
King K, welcome aboard. Talk to us.
Thank you very much. It's so painful, you know, losing somebody like former President Muhammad Buhari.
Right.
But it's a call for reflection.
Right.
And I wish to talk to our leaders who are on the throne. If only when he was alive, he built such an hospital that he attended and died in London. I don't think he would have died in London. He would have died in Nigeria. He had the opportunity. But what happened? He died outside. I wish we have in Nigeria. In fact, let me ask you this question before I end this call because time is not on my side.
Yeah.
Since we had democracy, has it been any time any president of any country visited Nigeria for medication? Then if there is none, it means that something is wrong.
Right.
We need a better Nigeria. Tinubu, you are there, you have an opportunity to change the narrative today so that tomorrow, your legacy will speak for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, talking about legacy right there. I saw something on one of these dailies websites that says, who will continue the legacy of Buhari? I don't know. But let's go see how we can take messages now via the Facebook page wall. I see a couple of messages coming through, and let's do well to take it. Now, if you are not signed in to the online stream platform, the television that we are hosting on Facebook as well as on YouTube, well, you are doing the wrong thing. Get onto the YouTube right now and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja. Do the same with Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. Leave a comment in the section. In fact, if you get on there now, you discover quite a number of comments right there, and this is what we're talking about. Now, I see this one coming from my friend and brother. I'm talking about Suleiman Dan Fulani, the only original Fulani man from National Assembly quarters. Now, he says, Mr. UD, aka Radio Bulldozer. Okay, Bulldozer, that part. Okay, says, good morning, sir. Good morning to you. Watching you live from National Assembly quarters. Thank you, far too kind. Says, please, Mr. UD, I'm still wanting to use this opportunity to pray for our former president, Alhaji Muhammadu Buhari. May Almighty Allah forgive all of his shortcomings and grant him eternal rest in Jannatul Firdausi. And for those for those touts who are jubilating over his death, says, well, I pity them. They should wait for their own time, okay, he says. And he says, Alhaji Muhammad Buhari dies as a hero from Suleiman Dan Fulani, National Assembly quarters. Well, he did die as a hero. I mean, 1 week, the Senate suspended any kind of, just for 1 week, and then, of course, a state burial. I mean, it deserves it, don't you think? I see this one from King K now. To my former president, may your legacy speak for you. King Kennedy from Kari says, Voice of Mbese from Okukwa, Umuhu, Okwato says, good morning, everyone in the studio. Good morning to you. The declaration of public holiday by federal government to honor Buhari is a welcome development, but let federal government equally declare 1 or 2 days to equally honor those that were massacred during the NSARS under the watch of Buhari. They should also do same to those that were murdered in 2017 by the so-called Operation Python Dance at Nnamdi Kanu's residence in Umuahia, and also those that met their untimely death in Benue by Fulani headsmen. Okay, I see. Now. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, far too kind. So I see this one here. It says governments at all levels should collaborate and come up with strict measures to address the incessant kidnapping, banditry, and killings in this country. Enough of all this menace, for goodness sake. May God help us. This is coming from Ozo Francis Ndimani. Ozo, this must really be at the behest of your heart. You even forgot to tell us how you are watching live from Amagunze. And this also is a clarion call, is a call to action. I mean, enough is enough. The killings is enough. It's enough. The dying is enough. I think we need to stop this. If it's a game, we don't want to play. We opt out. We're saying no, we don't play no more. All right? Federal government, do the needful. Do the needful now. Because your House of Reps have also come to identify the fact that should nothing be done, we might be thrown into a state of anarchy. Anarchy, yes. And then in that state, you wouldn't have the people to blame. You will have yourselves to blame. I don't know what political calculations you guys are doing out there. Whatever it is, it seems as though this is a jamboree for a 2027 re-election, and we're tired of it. We're tired. Honestly, we're tired. Now, let's get to this one now. I'll start with a voice note via the WhatsApp portal, and then we'll look into some of these other, messages via the WhatsApp as well. Bibi, thank you, far too kind. You went on the WhatsApp to finish your line. Appreciate that one. But let's start with Selassie, my dear good friend. Let's get it on. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, this is it. We're on.
Good morning to Ubong Udweb Daniel, the man with the golden voice.
Good morning to you.
My name is Salasi, sending this voice from Ganki. DB Blessing. Sincerely appreciate you for always checking on me and greeting me. I sincerely appreciate you, ma.
Awesome.
I want to start by talking about what Akpabio is doing to Natasha. Where are the women in Nigeria? You just hold hand and allow this man to be humiliating this woman. Natasha, that is there representing women. Women just kept quiet. And you, Mr. Akpabio, I want you to know that no crown remains for someone head forever. 8 years ago, we have Buhari as a president, but today he's not even in power. They'll bury him today. If you think you have power today, tomorrow that power will be stripped from you, whether you like it or not. So these are the things. I don't know what is wrong with this Akpabio, with this Natasha. I don't know the offense Natasha committed that he's stripping her of her position in the National Assembly and doing whatever he likes. Now we are talking of the insecurity. Look at what happened in Benue State, in Niger State. People losing their life every day. And these are the leaders that we have in power that they're supposed to protect the life and property of its citizens. But they fail woefully. They're talking of politics. They're talking of 2027. They're talking of all of these things. Why people are losing their life every day. See, no crown remains for someone head forever. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Okay. Selassie. Okay, thank you. Yunus Adantony, my dear friend.
Good morning, Gentle Yudi.
Good morning to you.
I remain Yunus Adantony Ibrahim from Abaji.
Awesome.
Got to ask for Natasha reinstatement. And Akpabio is also trying to see how to withhold the reinstatement of Natasha. We don't just know what is happening in this country. The Senate or Akpabio should understand that Natasha was also voted into power as a senator. And for that, she has every right, to be a senator or to occupy that position as a senator, lawmaker in Nigeria. In lieu to this, court is the highest order, and court have given the order that Natasha shall be reinstated with immediate effect. And now those who make the law are trying to break the law. Akpabio should understand that power is not permanent, and that he is not the first Senate president in Nigeria. One day he will leave the office, and let him pray for good history to count on him. Thank you very much.
All right. Pray for good history to count on your side. Mr. Akpabio, the Senate President, he says. Bibi.
Hello, Dr. My name is Good morning, sir, this morning. My baby blessing calling you inside this morning.
Welcome,
Bibi. I greet our caller, I greet our listener, I greet my daddy, I call them my daddy. I greet a man of my people. Salvation God will bless all of us. The death of our president now, if I may say. None say they will declare public holiday today. It is good. You know, when we are speaking in this radio, like say we don't know what we are speaking. Elderly people that they talk for this stage, the one with the evil senior president that they talk. You can see now how people, who have done, how people they are happy, our president die. But how they are happy, the evil has gone. Happiness will be their portion this time around. It be like say they're free. I never see where person die with the
Baby, come on. Let's not go that way. Let's not go that way. How people are happy that he died. See, you may not be, or I may not be, a popularist for the Buhari administration. But then again, let's also respect the fact that this was a former president. If you're not wearing that crown, because the truth is, talk is cheap. Talk is really cheap. If you're not wearing that crown, you won't understand it. Yeah? I'm not making excuses for anybody. If you have been in a place of leadership before, where everything rests on your shoulder, you will not understand it. Honestly. And if you do understand it, and you are out there celebrating that a former president, Buhari, had died, and you don't even have a conscience yourself. You're not a humanist, honestly. And it means that you don't even find these deaths in Niger State, in Benue State, Plateau State. It doesn't affect you because you feel it's mosquitoes that died. So yeah, you don't feel it. Probably you don't even know what death means. And it's the end, at least on earth, is the end here. So please, let's not promote that. I'm not gonna be a party to that, right? No, let's not promote that. Well, BB, I get where you're going with this, though, but let's not promote that. Let's go to this one here.
Good evening, Mr. UDM. Yeah, Udwak Daniels.
Yes, please.
My name is Archman. I'm sending this voice note from Dubai.
Awesome, Archman.
See, I want to talk about the issue of UD. Someone just called now and said that coalition is nonsense. And I want to ask, the APC that is ruling today is not a coalition. Was not the same people that ganged up, the same expired position that ganged up in 2015 to remove one of the best presidents in Nigeria, Jonathan. The same people, since the APC took over this country under Buhari and Tinubu today, there has been calamity, starvation, hungry, all sorts of negativity is what we are experiencing today. Then someone come and open out and say that coalition is nonsense. We are like,
oh. Okay. Let's get back to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Weekdays. My name is Archman.
Okay.
Whereas it was the same coalition that actually brought in Tinubu. I don't know how we reason in this country, but the fact is this, sir. The fact is this. Any party at all that will remove Tinubu or APC from power come to 2027, even if it's Devil's Party, we are all in support of it, and we'll follow it up and support that party to remove this hardship, remove this hunger, remove these killings, because it seems Tinubu is clueless and confused. He doesn't know what to do anymore. It's just about traveling up and down. We are just dying.
Okay, you overshot your time there, right there. But come on, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know what y'all thinking. But if there's a party that will just come only with the top agenda to unseat the APC, what is the assurance that you have that it will end the hunger, the starvation, the killing, and all of that? You rightfully made it clear. It is the coalition that brought the APC, and now another coalition is hell-bent with one top agenda. We just want to unseat. That's all they want to do. There is nothing else they want to do. They just want to unseat. I guess that's why, the other family members said it is just insane. It doesn't make sense. It's a nonsensical. we keep recycling, and one agenda it is just to unseat. Let's usurp power. Let's take power. That's all. That's all we ever care about. Then I'm so disappointed if this is how you think. And I'm not particular to you, Archman. I'm saying to you that also thinks that way. It means we're not ready. Maybe the youth are really not ready. We're not ready yet, I guess. But anyways, it's just a thought. You never know. You may be right. But let's go see the messages that you sent now and take it as quickly as we can. Let's start from the very first one here. And I see it. Okay, it's coming from Lion Boy from Lokogoma. Says, standing on existing protocols now, he says, please let me use this opportunity to tell Lokogoma ADC to please stop their knee trend of taking the power supply in the morning and restoring it by 9 p.m. We will soon petition them. As for the attack in Niger State, please hope our Obasanjo Omale is safe. Okay, let him talk to us this morning. The Niger is gradually becoming as Benue State. As the late president's body is laid to rest, may Allah forgive his sins. All right. Lion Boy, that message, not very clear, but anyways, that will do. I see you now, Samuel from Kuje, standing on existing protocols now and slapping you on air. A happy survival day. Every attention of our political leaders is no longer in providing real and good governance to the people they claim they gave their mandates, but on how to hold on to their various positions come 2027, and might I add, also how to remove the current administration. That's all. All right, but anyways, he goes on to saying, yet terrorists are busy killing the masses without mercy on a daily basis. No place is safe anymore in this country. Some villages in Niger, Plateau, Benue, Kebbi, Katsina states, and so on, are now no-go areas because terrorists are now in control of these places. Evangelists, pastors, imams, and their members are being killed, but our leaders are busy chasing shadows. Oh Lord God Almighty, deliver us from our self-inflicted pains and insecurity. In Jesus' name, he says. Well, amen to that one now. I go to you, James. James from Suleja says, let me open the eyes of some people to the realities of the type of politics and democracy we practice in Nigeria, especially. The average Nigerian cannot make any change in this political space without the use of existing political structure in place. To become politically involved, we know the money and structure needed to break through the ranks and get into elected positions, largely due to the loophole-filled electoral processes. Whether we like it or not, the change we need still requires the structure and relevance of those supposedly expired, in quotes, he says, politicians. They still hold a great sway and influence required to get the people we require to change things. Until we make a change to the electoral processes and the type of governance we practice, where we will still hear things like electoral spread, quota system, and all that nonsense dragging us back as a nation, we still will be required. We'll still need those old expired politicians, and anyone who's asking Nigerians not to support the coalition is mischievously asking Nigerians to continue with the status quo. All right, James says. Now, Chinonso from Suleja now. Everyone wants to use death of our former president to talk to our leaders. Our leaders don't listen to us. The callers on this beautiful radio station and other callers on the other radio stations have been talking for ages. Instead of getting better, it gets worse. The set of leaders we have in this country, only God will help us. Chinonso from Suleja. Well, but we'll still keep talking, Chinonso. We won't stop. Not now, not ever. Tekambi Undu from Nasarawa State. The new coalition is already giving some people sleepless nights. We are ready to support the coalition to remove Tinubu by next election. APC federal-led government has not helped Nigerians in any way. Things are getting worse. Insecurity, hunger, frustration, hopelessness is increasing. And finally now, this one here is coming from who now? Abu Tenemu Analo from Gwagwa. He says, Yudi, good morning. Good morning to you, my brother. Celebrating the death of your enemies is the worst and wicked act of a human being. Fala Nikulakwa did say, whether you like it or not. Okay, one day we must die, okay? Yudi, thanks so much for your sermon this morning. Remain blessed. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Anyways, this is where we call it a close, though. I appreciate you for being a part of this one. 9 o'clock, we'll get conversational. Don't miss out. Vicky Vick is already here. Sports on Eagles Wings coming your way. Don't go away.